Would you look at that, everyone? I don't think I've ever seen monochrome on my touch screen, like, ever. That's about to go down. So everyone, it is time for the Clash Trial of Chapter 06. Now, I actually have no idea how long or how this is gonna go, but this is the finale of DANGIT GRAMPA. So you know what? I kinda don't want to go in because as much as I have been wanting to get to the later games, or you know, other Danganronpa style games, I don't know why, but I've been really liking this so much so far, and to just come away from the world, it just feels so surreal, so weird. I know it's inevitable, you know, coming to the end of a game that you've spent so long in, but and you know what, unlike Your Time to Die currently, this one, I mean, there have been times where I felt like it overstayed its welcome, but then when I was focusing on specific things, this started to less feel like it overstays its welcome. Like, I'm really enjoying getting into the thick of it. But yeah, when it comes to Your Time to Die, yeah, I'm very slow with that one, just because I just feel like it's taking forever. Anyway, this is this game. This is not Your Time to Die. Stop talking about it. Let's just get the fuck into it. Right. Let's go. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
Wow, I'm early. That's nice.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah. For now, at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Silence. Silence is in the air. And it should be love. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like... the first... Imagine that full circle. I mean, obviously no, because like, it's just us here. But still.
You called for me and so I appear! I'm on fire! Yes!
Everything would just be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
Sure. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy glass faces, I see.
Well now.
Well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final Clash Trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair with maximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final Clash Trial, and this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If it was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
I still remember the moment when he said, I'm feeling black, I'm pretty sure. Now make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you downstairs.
You guys.
Don't try and run away. Nothing, not as ever. Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Bakui was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. I still find it funny how, like, at the time of recording this, I still haven't even edited the video on me going through the Chapter 5 Clash trial yet. I just find that so funny. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They were all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other. I thought it was just suspicious of me. But I guess suspicious of each other. But you know why that is, don't you? I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the Clash trial. You're right, I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to... And then Kako was about aboard the elevator. Step after step toward the gate and more. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated that to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down and calmed my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs. Passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sounds too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last ever time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened up my eyes. Has the environment of the Clash trial been different every single time and I just didn't even notice? Like, the other one was super noticeable, but now I have no idea. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for designing a thousand fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in this one. You're gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the... So you're not gonna be in your usual seat, you're actually gonna sit with us. I wonder why that is.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Sure thing. Let's go. So, I don't think I need to sit... Wait, do I need to? I mean, I don't think I need to, but... Do I have any more? That's pretty much it. I don't even need to. So, Ebony Handbook, Truth Bullets. So... Monokuma Control Room. So, potentially... Puppeteer in Monokuma. And also the hatch as well that we unfortunately did not get to investigate. Top, okay. Profile. The Ultimate Despair Group. Hidden Room. Yep, so potentially either the Mastermind or the Headmaster is dead. But, yep. So it seems to all be connected to Kyoko, maybe. Headmaster's a handbook. Hero's Notebook. Kyoko's pocketbook. The biolab on the 5th floor seems to have been repurposed. Oh, as a morgue, yeah. Biolab lights, group photo. I mean, I don't know what's so, like, strange about... I mean, yes, it's connected to the case of Makuro. But, okay, we'll see about that. Interview DVD. Okay, so... We've kind of got everything, so yeah, let's go.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Okay.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win!
Okay, though. But everyone wins?
But if you can't, then I win!
Right.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super hard.
Of course.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
How much of that is going to... Okay, interesting.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so technically, he was trying to take it seriously, but... Oh dear.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
The arguments immediately. Okie dokie. Group photo.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right!
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
All three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. As they doubt that this is a trap Monica has set. He set it up so we could suspect each other. And I have something that proves it. Is it a group photo?
How can the three of
I'm
us
gonna try
each
this
have
one.
that kind of evidence?
Ah!
No, that's wrong.
Okay. That was sort of slightly a bit easier than I thought it would be.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Oh, so everyone who has the picture doesn't have themselves in the picture. Huh, interesting.
But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
And you can even see myself next to Leon as well. It's funny how Monokuma picks out specific photos that doesn't include specific people to give to specific people. That is so selective and so devious, man. I figured as much. In which case...
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Yep, no hero either.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care! You guys are all in on this together! That's why I'm the only one missing!
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Yep. And Hiro thought that they were questioning me because I wasn't in the photo, but now it all makes sense. Okay.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
I thought you were the headmaster. Why are we talking about the headmaster and the mastermind as if they're separate entities when we've kind of established that they're the same person now.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monikuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. I don't think it's Monokuma. I think it's the ones who got the photos. Yeah, the ones who got the photos.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got?
Yep.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
The question is, why would you assume everyone else is the enemy? Like, what? I mean, it looked like a normal group photo of everyone. I don't understand how that could give you the impression that everyone's working against you unless Monokuma somehow laid that idea into your head. But I don't know, because like when I got the photo, well, I mean both myself and also Makoto, I assume, did not think that people were against me. I was just questioning about it. So I don't know how these people had the idea that people were, unless again they were given the idea by Monokuma himself.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's sticking at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. So, okay. Baku's part of picture. The question is, am I able to actually get to it before it shows up in dialogue? So, it looks like everyone's just having a great time. Like, I mean, the only correlation I can see is that... Wait, what about... Okay, well, we've got Celeste there in the background. She's in her usual uniform, like she was... And Toko as well. Like, everyone else seems like completely normal within the context of the picture. It's just those two that seem sort of, I don't know, a little bit out of place. Like, it's like they exist within the photo, but also exist within the context of the killing game as well. I wonder. So, okay. Celeste as well! Celeste! Again! In the background. Although, Toko doesn't seem to be seen. No. Wait, hang on. This is Hina's picture, but Toko's not in the picture, it seems. Oh no, wait, no. Toko is actually at the back behind Byakuya and Taka. So, she's not in the uniform that she was in the previous photo. It's just Celeste. That's literally the same. Celeste again. Exactly the same. And once again, Celeste. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
No!
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake?
The only reason why they think they're fake is because they don't remember doing it, which means, yeah, erasure of memory.
No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. And we're going to present the DVD. So. Oh, amnesia, right, yeah. Where's the S? Where's the S? Come on, S, come on. There we go, okay. There we go. Amnesia. Boom, let's go.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
But wouldn't amnesia be... Isn't amnesia the... Okay, yes, it's erasing memories, but I thought that amnesia is about erasing all of your memories. Not erasing particular ones, because erasing particular ones is more like brainwash than amnesia.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse it, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. The interview DVDs, right? It has to be. Interview DVDs, hell fucking yes. Okie dokie.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
This is becoming a little bit easier than I thought it would be.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
I mean, yeah, obviously it's not something that you would be willing to do, but if you had no choice, and if you were sort of coerced, maybe it's manipulation.
That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I love how they believe it when Monokuma says it's all true, because, you know, Monokuma doesn't lie and stuff like that.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Well, I wouldn't say it that bad, Kuya.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
So I'm guessing that the thing... It's weird how, like, that thing at the very beginning of the game that made you sort of, like, haze out, made you lose your memory of it. That is... Wow.
This is all making my head hurt.
Amnesia would do that to you.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
I disagree.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
That would be horrifying to picture.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
I mean, I said that we would believe you because you tell nothing but... You have the tendency of telling the truth to, you know, move the plot forward.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Okay.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Wait, can I? Aha! We got it.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time, so there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but... Yeah. Same thing.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me!
I blame Makoto!
Of course you do.
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Oh dear. We go again.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, hang on, what?
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I'm only basing my information off of what you said. Other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Which are like several days old.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered, yep.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
That sounds like assuming to me.
You're wrong.
Or presuming, because you know, when you're a soldier, you're at war, you would get injured, you would get wounds. So in a way, you are presuming something.
She denied me before I could even say anything. I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? So wait, what's happening now? Oh my actual goodness me.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, Obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsy. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Okay, no, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna use it on here. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I feel like this class trial is actually a little bit more easier to deal with.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school, in which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
I mean, suffering from so many wounds.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately...
That is definitely a picture.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Yeah, then see of the one who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else. Even though the headmaster and mastermind are pretty much the same person. I'll go with the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me.
And because it's the mastermind, they wanted to make it look like Makoto attacked Mukuro. Just so that I can be the blackened. It's just like what Monokuma said. Like, whilst Kako has this idea that Monokuma wanted Kako to die because of like potential revenge, I guess. So for Monokuma to say that it was correct that I was the blackened, it just goes to show that Monokuma is the one that set this whole thing up.
But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Okay.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
So you don't actually know? Because it seems like most of the time you know who the killer is. But this time you don't actually know? Or are you just letting us slide? Like, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the mask. Wait. The tattoo would have been on the right hand. On the back. You don't see any of that. I don't know if that's intentional. I'm pretty sure it is. But you can see that there is not a tattoo on that hand. It should be obvious. Okay.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Her most noticeable feature, the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. That tattoo, yeah, right hand.
Is it the right hand?
Okay, we're gonna do this. Words can cut as deep as any blade, you know. You interrupted me while I was talking. 1 point deduction.
Shoot!
But I am saying that you're wrong about the right bit. Wait, okay. What if I do right hand and then put that against Mikuro? So I'm gonna try this.
Now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Aha! There we go. I finally knew where to actually use the time bullet. Okay.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got it. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
I love how Monica is tripping up now.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Kako was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
Wait, this isn't being like abused, is it? Damn.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
So it was true after all. Which makes sense because of what she had to deal with.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kako seems to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful. on top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
I mean, you don't exactly know her, so yeah, it's not gonna really hurt her. You're nowhere even near close to her, so of course she's not gonna be hurt.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Right.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
She was hidden, right?
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. Can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
But the question is, how did they access the area if, like, after the killing game began, we didn't even have access to this area? So how could anybody have access to this area to store the body there?
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is something that made its way from the bio... Right.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Also, to say that he just noticed it, I feel like that's a sign that it was put there for a reason, rather than it always being there and we just noticing it now. I feel like it was just put there, rather than it always being there. That's what I think.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess! Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved!
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking
La
about...
la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
What was the animation, man?
He's such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Oh my goodness me. I need to put myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So I want to shut him up. I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers don't match up. The moment of truth. Oh my god, what the hell?
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Wait. Okay. Oh my god, you know what, let's just do this. Let's just do this. He's almost dealt with. He's almost dealt with. Final strike.
I'm not listening!
Wait, what? Oh my god, really? Hidden room. Are you...
What? What do you want?
I hate it when that happens. What, like, why make that happen? Wait, is it biohazard lights? Is it that one?
This should prove it.
Okay, fuck, why do that?
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is... the lights!
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
No, that doesn't make sense. The number of lights there should be on is... 10? Wait, 8? Is it 8? Oh, well, I'm gonna die then because I've only got 1 life left. So I'm guessing it's 10 lights, right?
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
I'm not sure why.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
Okay, so we've got Saka, Leon, Celeste, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, oh yeah, Hifumi, Sakura. I can't remember if I've said Celeste. I think I may have. You know what? Okay, let's just that's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Okay, so yeah. So that's 1. Oh, Junko. To be fair, I completely forgot about Junko. So yeah, 2nd. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for murders than victims, why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Only 9 murders took place. No, the same person was... I don't think it's this one, but...
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
How can you murder? What?
Murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
I mean, Sakura's murder wasn't even a murder. It was suicide, so... To call that a murder... No, that wasn't a murder.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious, because Kyoko's totally delusional!
I'm not sure where this is going, honestly. Again, okay.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki?
I like that.
Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever? Or maybe... Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Unless... No? Mukuro died from the wounds she had all over her body. Wasn't there someone else who suffered the same? Wait, are we talking about Celestia?
Celestia Lu...
Is it this one?
Whatever.
No, it's not. I don't. Huh? I mean, I guess the only one that's kind of the anomaly here is Junko, because she's the one that sort of got killed, but not like, you know, fully murdered. She got killed by Monokuma. So I guess that could be the one?
There's no way.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Murdered.
So it was Junko.
Junko!
I don't know, I just said Junko. Right, first of all, before absolutely anything else, I'm gonna stay over here. I'm gonna be back in a moment. Alright everybody, welcome back, and we just have Junko on the screen. Okay, let's continue.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
I mean, Junko's fatal injury, was spears, lots of them. So, I mean, yes, it's multiple wounds. Wow.
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her?
Technically, I guess you could say that she didn't really die. That's like their way of saying, oh, she did die, but she didn't actually die. Oh my actual god.
She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
They seem to, yes.
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
It's weird how, like, most of the characters I remember their names of, but yet Junko is the one that I just could not remember at all. It's like that was 100% completely intentional.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
I mean, do I even remember pointing out Junko in the group photos? I do not remember.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Well, it's either Mukuro or Junko.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro... alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But... Can we really believe that? There's no way. There's no way Mukuro is still alive. Mukuro's fatal injury.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible?
It wasn't Mukuro.
Oh!
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32.
I actually have no idea what the last part means.
Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
It's gotta be Junko. Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Oh! Junko. It's gotta be Junko, right?
Here's my
Yeah.
answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Seeing as you can select people that are already dead, it made it easier for me, but because of the whole like Sakura thing, I had no idea that you could select people who are already dead, which is why I'm glad it introduced that sort of concept of mechanic, but still wasn't a fan of it in chapter 4. Yeah, it was chapter 4. Wasn't a fan of it in chapter 4, but anyway.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
I love how they're playing this every single
But
time.
we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like it. Huh. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
The only other thing I can think of is resuscitating the vitals. If they've got the technology here to resuscitate the vitals, that's the only way that they could keep her alive. How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead. But still, if she was alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she used some sort of trick. Okay. I have no idea what this is getting at. Replaced? Okay? I'm not entirely sure what this game is getting at right now, but color me intrigued.
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right! Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place!
No, this is reaching. I mean, it's a good theory and concept, but yeah, it's reaching.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba!
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done
But that's what I'm questioning. You can't say that they switched immediately, because that's 100% impossible. Everyone would have seen it.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There's some way. I need to figure out how to explain they could... I suppose the only thing that makes sense is switched after death? But if it's switching after death, then that would be Junko dying. So I'm guessing switched at the beginning?
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
But didn't Junko look like Junko? Unless they two look exactly the same?
What? From the beginning?
What you mean from the beginning of the killing game? Like, we don't even know what Junko even looks like, that Junko has actually looked like Mukuro this entire time? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, from the moment we first met.
Right. I suppose that would make sense. So Mukuro... I guess Mukuro made a deal of some kind to masquerade as Junko for whatever reason, and Junko is the real mastermind?
If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
That...
Then we'd already met her?
So, oh my god. A disguise. Junko was the mastermind all along. That is actually quite... That is quite... I mean, I need this to actually be confirmed in order for me to be surprised, because I don't actually know if what I'm saying is if it's confirmed. But if it is, that would be a twist.
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
So unless Junko never actually exists... No, my brain's spiraling.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
But whose idea was it to switch, Junko or Mukuro?
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did
What? What? No! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Please stop it! Stop it! What is this?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah, but at the very start? Unlikely.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
I mean, maybe to fully disguise yourself. Maybe.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Good point.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
And technically, I mean, you can work together, but only one is able to actually escape, so there would be no point in working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Fear is only possible when hope is possible. Wow.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it. But he can try to decide to see if it's all he wants. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. I actually wait, Mukuro's fatal injury? I'm not entirely sure which one I'm selecting. Wait, hang on a minute. Didn't we go through every single interview, but the only one that did not pop up, I'm pretty sure was Junko, which again is why I completely forgot about Junko, because she never popped up. It's interview DVD, right?
I got it!
Yes! Okay.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster,
it wasn't just the monitor. It was about to show. Actually, man, it was about to show Junko, but Monokuma didn't want us to see that.
you made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up!
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated the power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. The control room. The moment of truth. Another one of... Come on! Final strike. So...
That's impossible!
Oh, wait, hang on. Is it the interview DVD? Which one is it then? Photo... of... Is it... What the fuck? So which one is it? Which one is it? Group photo, right?
This should prove it.
I'm sorry, but it's so stupid. I hated that part so much.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Cause like... Why do you have to have multiple options in a very small window of time? It makes no sense to me why you would do that. But anyway, yeah, group photo. Like I said, as far as I saw, I think. Well, let's just continue on with this.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
I mean, I noticed it with Celeste, but maybe that was a bit too obvious. I don't know how Makoto noticed this. I mean, I just noticed Celeste, nothing else though.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all of these pictures. Oh! You never actually saw her face! You never actually saw her... I never even noticed that! That was... Okay, that was genuinely the most subtle difference. That was so difficult to notice. So, you know what? Well done, game. Well done. That was actually clever. Actually clever.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game.
She's the mastermind.
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Oh, dear.
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
Are we gonna have a comic book thing? We are. Wait, is this gonna be... So this is gonna be of the entire game? Oh my goodness me. You know what, I'm a little bit stumped right now with this part, because it says when the mastermind attacks me, who was it that stopped them? I mean, it was Kako, but she literally appears twice, so which one is it? I mean, I don't know what this one's trying to represent, and I don't really know what this one's... They look like it's the same one! Right, I think I've done it. I don't know. Because I thought, you know what, I always thought that when it says reenact, it means that it's all in place. But no, it's only in place if it goes through it smoothly. So let's just see if I've done it correctly here.
The killer is you! We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Right.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. her body was kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Okay.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning.
Honestly, all of this is just crazy to think about. Oh my god.
This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
First of all, before absolutely anything else, I'm just gonna save my game really quick. just in case. Well, you have been defeated, it seems like, Monokuma.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Oh my goodness me.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
What the? Whoa! Ultimate despair, Junko. Okay?
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
You just spawned Junko into existence, and Junko has both of the bears, one that's light and one that's dark, which makes Okay.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world! We've even drawn up the deed already! We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking! Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No thanks!
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind. She's the real Junko, I guess.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
Set free? What do you mean set free? This whole thing is confusing me.
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
So, what about the whole control room? So, that was controlling Monokuma. But was Monokuma controlling this whole thing is, oh my... okay.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Yeah, you definitely sound like Monokuma now.
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of look a little bit like Junko or Mukuro or whoever the fuck.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. Before arriving at the school?
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it!
Oh! Right at the very start. Oh my goodness.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory.
Better than mine.
I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
You sound like you're about to fall asleep. Or you sound very, very cold. Either you sound cold or you're about to fall asleep.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
It's in her face, it's in her own tons of but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, there's a totally photoshopped. I never even questioned that. I mean, to be fair, it was sort of like my first day playing the game, so I didn't look too deeply into that. Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
A little lie. Yeah, I can somewhat agree.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
Are we saying that Mukuro and Junko are twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Right.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh my god, is this like a multiple personality sort of thing? Oh dear.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Right.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
Oh my god, once again with the boredom.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
I'll go admit, whoever's voicing this, I don't know if it's multiple people voicing the same character, but if someone's voicing, if the same person is voicing this character, they're doing a damn good job of like the whole like voice acting with the range of their. This is like, that's like, wow.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right! There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that.
Why does this voice sound more seductive than the other voices?
Super, 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 super.
Okay.
It just feels so good.
Yeah, this is a very, very I don't know what their intention with this voice is, but it sounds very seductive.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
And here I thought Genocide Jill or Taka was a bit of an abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
I swear this is like the first time in a while that they've actually called her Genocide Jill, because they usually say Genocide Jack. Okay.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance day exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monica has just told us. Memories that were on and what they must be related to. The founding of Hope's Peak Academy? Maybe not. Okay, the motives Monica came up with.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Well, one of them was about money, which leads to power.
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Theme of the motive gave us for the first murder. Gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. Her and her friends, they had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive that we were given was human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
So you're saying that all of that was actually like true and not fragmented?
But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Well, Mrs. Theme was weird envelopes. How I used to whip the bird. The past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
I feel like it's been dragged out a little bit too long, in my opinion.
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
I still don't get how these themes, like, connect. I'm struggling a little bit.
So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was, the reason Celeste turned to murder was, she wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. The motive was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
So, 1 was human connection, 2 was the past, 3 was money. So, it's all using... It's basically just... I guess the one thing that connects them is using humans against each other. That's like the entire theme. Using humans against each other with negativity for motive.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
It was to go against you, obviously. Made Sakura decide to kill herself. It has to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive was... betrayal. No. Technically, it's like... I don't think it's betrayal.
I got it!
It is?
In her case, it was betrayal.
Technically, you could also say it's blackmail because in a way she threatened to get rid of Monokuma with a trap that she set. So in a way, it was blackmail. And I actually can't remember what the last one was, but okay, yeah, betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Right.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but kind of at this point, it's kind of lost me just a little bit. I'm struggling to keep up.
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How does that make sense? Make that make sense, Junko, Monica, whoever you are.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
Okay.
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
But again, like, how did you selectively take away our memories? How did you brainwash us in that way?
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
But why would anyone be willing to stay in the school anyway? That's the part that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would... What is the forceful... Why would anybody say we don't have a choice? Like Makoto says, we don't really have a choice, do we? And that's why he was willing to spend the rest of life in the school. But what led to that, though? That's what doesn't make sense to me.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint. Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Okay, but how much of that is actually real? How do we, like, I'm sorry, but unless you actually have a window and open it to the outside world, how can we believe any of that? That is that could be fundamentally fabricated just to give people even more of despair.
What the?
I love how they just, like, believe it, even though it's literally on a TV screen. Then again, they would be surprised though.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you.
What? That world is locked away within the Wait. Okay, so I think I understand it now. I think I understand it. So the headmaster wanted to keep everyone safe within the school and spend the rest of their life in the school, away from the terrible whatever is going on in the world. Like, the world has seems to have some invasion or dictatorship, something like that happening, and they chose those students in particular, I guess, and that's why they wanted to spend the rest of their life in the school, to be away from the outside world. That is what makes sense. I think I get it now. I think I get it.
If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial!
Fine, what? Genocide Jack's memory.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
Aha.
No, that's wrong!
Genocide Jill can remember.
Actually, she might remember.
Right. I didn't know, so I think this class trial might actually be the longest class trial, because, you know, it's the finale of the class trial, and maybe the finale means that it's going to be the longest one so far. So I'm going to take a break, and we'll be back once again. Alright everybody, we're backsies.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
Jill.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Kinda.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Dun, 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 dun!
There we go.
It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer! Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
You know what? How can someone relate to that?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Yeah, we kind of know this. Why is everyone so surprised? We've literally already been through the tragedy and it's the scriptor. We've literally already been told this.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
So we're in like either an apocalypse or post-apocalypse?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster! Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history!
I'm confused on... I mean, obviously, what you can interpret from this is straight up invasion of the Monokuma bear taking over people, destroying everything. And like I said earlier, a little bit of like a dictatorship.
And as a result, in basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
Yeah, but she doesn't remember.
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Thank you. Real Junko.
Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right?
Sort of does?
The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
I mean, it's important to know doesn't mean that it's important.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There is no need to panic.
No need to panic. You can tell that this girl, this individual, gives no shits whether or not the world burns. There's no need to panic.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. Yet every person gets born every year. So to say every single living person will be dead is like straight up a lie.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer! Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
I wouldn't say sick, but it's concerning how easily bored you can get. That's what I would say.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated!
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority! A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant! You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny!
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
Huh? I don't make sense?
There's no way that happened a year ago! I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago! If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it! You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
Well, we can.
And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Well, if you put it that way. Fine, I guess.
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
I'm actually, with Hiro right now. Still, we don't have to answer somehow. Oh, still, we have to. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. Well, if what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took from us. Our life at Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
The only thing I can think of is either you slept through I don't know anymore, man.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it, but I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, if it's the absolute truth, then we have to accept it. Wait, why are we... Oh, look it. Unlock her notebook. Yeah.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Wait?
No, that's wrong! Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why is my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
I will admit, whilst I'm not completely... I've kinda checked out at this point, but I love the voice actress. I love the voice acting behind this. Love it.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down.
So is the event just the invasion? Or did the event cause the invasion? Like, that's what I'm really confused about.
You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Explaining stuff is boring. Goodness me.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair,
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of exposition!
Oh my god.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Our memories come apart. She's talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was... when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
It's what I already mentioned about somehow you lost your memory by being hazy and fainted. It's like a drug that can take away selected memory.
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in them, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
No, what? No. That just sounds insanely improbable.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
So yeah, okay, once again, selective memory removal.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Okay, look, okay. So, being asleep for 2 years, 100% not really impossible, but yeah, improbable. Waking up without memories.
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
Which now begs the question, if it's still happening, then we would just stay, right? Because what would be the point of escaping now that we know the truth?
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
Okay, that's total whiplash.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
The fuck?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it! All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Our plan to bring despair to all mankind!
The ultimate despair of mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
the But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
This is what Monokuma Junko meant about putting despair into all of mankind. Again, taking over, invading.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
I don't know why, but I find it silly that it's just called the tragedy. That's like the most silliest name for it.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Oh, it's brainwash. It's making so many people believe in the belief that you have to cause it.
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen in.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter!
Which makes sense why everyone said yes.
That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah, I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Kako's dad.
Do any of you know who that might have been?
Headmaster. What? The headmaster.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
So after all, it sounds like Kako's father was the good person. And the only one that was the evil one was Junko and Mukuro, but mostly Junko.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
So yeah, Kako's father was good all along, apparently.
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
Which makes sense why the headmaster sort of documented how dangerous. Wait, okay. The headmaster said how Mukuro was like dangerous, but what he really meant was Junko.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
This is like evil peak. That's not even Hope's peak, it's now evil peak.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Well, the mastermind did show everyone in the outside world that was another. Oh my goodness me. Oh, hijack, right.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
And it's so obvious why nobody has tried to come to help, because everyone is under the same ideology. Entertainment for the entire world.
To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
Unfortunately, yes.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Oh, so there's people that actually did try, okay.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Literally taking life just because you want this game to continue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we We built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Truth full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
To say that there's no understanding it. I don't think that's entirely true. You can understand something, but you can also, like, disagree with it. But you can still understand it. To say that there is no understanding... whatever.
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself.
Actually, to be fair, we haven't seen it for ourselves, but then again, we are going off of what Genocide Jill has just said. She's technically confirmed what we saw.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure.
That sounds like there's a minefield out there, and the moment we step out, we literally blow ourselves up.
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you, for the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
Caused by you. Caused by motives that you gave.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
I mean, you are the one that sort of aims the trigger. Yes, we kind of pulled the trigger, but you're the one that aimed the gun. So, yeah, you did. Yes, okay, there is an argument to say that the one that pulled the trigger is the one that killed, but if you're aiming the gun, you are choosing to kill. Pulling the trigger is just making the final act. but aiming the gun is, you know what I'm talking about.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Yeah, we don't need to keep this conversation going over and over and on and on and on. You know, this is a game, and it has to end at some point.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
Really?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
Yeah, but then again, you are technically the one that made the rules, so I guess you can be the one to change the rules. But even though you're the one that's going by your own rules, but alright.
If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
I mean, if it's better than being outside in the world like that, whatever state the world is, whether it's normal, I mean, as Genocide Jill says, that is what she remembers. So, if the world is in that state, then why leave? What?
You mean we'd
have to just live here?
And the whole idea of the world just being at an end, that is unfathomable to think about.
She's saying she'll let us live!
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me, and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed!
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
AKA a sip.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
It's 100% going to be either me or Kyoko. It's 100% going to be that.
Makoto, you're up!
What did I fucking say? What did I fucking say?
Me?
So predictable.
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
Okay, look. Just because we're the protagonist and then we have to like mess with all of your plans. Okay.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But That's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No! That's not it!
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
How are you so surprised by that?
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
100% the vote is going to be me.
And your stupid life!
The final vote. This is it, the ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Group photo.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
There is no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna be consumed by despair. You claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious like you say, then so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else.
As long as there's hope, we'll never
Wait,
give
actually,
up.
let's just get that, and then...
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we? I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
I I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Don't lose hope now!
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Absolutely.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
The communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now!
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Honestly, I'm not surprised coming from her. I don't know what me sending hope to her would do. Because yeah, she just doesn't care whatsoever.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
Where only death and despair are waiting.
Don't lose hope now!
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
I expect no less from this guy.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
Let's
If I
go.
were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die,
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
so what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Come on, Kako. We can do this.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Technically, same-ish reason that you came here as well.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
I'll gladly accept.
What the? What the hell are you?
We're people, that's what we are. You're not a person. Whether you like it or not, you're not a person.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still... Oh my god, here we go again. Final strike, okay.
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Okay. Hey, let's go.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Finally.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be.
You
You still don't accept it, huh? Even the ultimate despair itself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to find it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
You sound like Mikuro in a way. Actually, you sound like just like Jill.
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far, and fail at the very end.
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Don't you see? I was so helplessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's my first and less colossal despair. Here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest great despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I am hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So, are you prepared to die? Are you prepared to admit defeat? Do you think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
This... Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Mikuro totally seduced us from the side. The light side. Everyone.
hey,
He said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true for hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Coco.
No.
I hate those faces you're making. See, those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys really want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's the skin of my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Ha! You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't be.
Do you really intend to go through this? That's the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You didn't have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
She wants to die. She so desperately wants it.
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. Wow, yeah. I didn't say it before, but I'm gonna say it now. Absolutely mentally deranged. I mean, she was mentally deranged to like coerce all of this together anyway. That was mentally deranged anyway, but God, all I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in a life. So
Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
hate every single thing about this. Okay. I love how Monokuma is taking Junko. Then again, there's both of them. Huh. Ooh. Carnival. The ultimate punishment. The 1,000. Oh, it's all of the deaths culminated into one. Yeah. That is deserved punishment. Every single death on you. Then again, this is kind of like literal, rather than being metaphorical or symbolic. This is like literally every single death on you. Not sure that I like that, but I mean, I kind of see it. Well now, well now, well now, well now. Wait, what did that mean? And that's how everything came to an end. The final clash trial. Junko, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy, aka Evil Peak. It was all over. Is there like an epilogue? Yes. Actually, then again, I'm gonna save it on sort of 4. Yeah. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said, they shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Epilogue. I had a feeling. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck in limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end.
Hey,
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. So nobody's surprised it was Kako who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kako's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Oh, that's what I meant. Okay. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
What even is this music? Very tranquil, but it reminds me of... It kind of reminds me of like Portal in a way. I'll force you out, she said that just before dropping. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
You never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's going to make the school self-destruct. To be fair, that thought was not far from my head. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
Even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're about to just leave the school. Leave? We can go outside? I have no idea how that will go, but if that ends in happiness, I'm all for it. But if it's only one-sided, then eek.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater than Okay.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we will be able to leave here without a problem.
But
So what happens after we get out that I'm worried about? But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
for serious.
when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about what was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. As peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some to spare no matter what. Yeah, no matter where you turn, there's going to be some form of despair, but you can't escape that. But you have to like balance that with hope as well. There always have to be some, yeah.
in other words,
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. Yeah. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Mikado? Yeah, pretty much. Got the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there would be still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. Yeah, see how that works, I feel. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty.
You got it!
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. Of course.
Hey.
We're gonna do if there are no more donuts. Or shops. I don't know why I said that backwards.
Okay.
I'll just go get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just go grow some wheat. Ah, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Okay. This literally sounds like I'm playing Portal. No, is it? Is it Portal? Yeah. Is it? Wait. Or is it Half-Life? Portal. It makes me feel like I'm playing Portal or Half-Life. I can't remember. I think it's Portal because I've not actually played Half-Life like fully. I've played like the first game like a little bit, not too much, but I have played most of Portal. So I think it's that one that it reminds me of. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of hero life story is about to begin.
Whoa!
Thanks, Ina. You totally opened up my eyes. Hey, Pestle Space Buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone out in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face. Fuck yeah. If we can get out of there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small, so what can we do? That never stopped humankind before? No, we can probably do anything. We can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
In a way, yeah. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move forward. The world can move forward. The door began to open up. With my hands. With our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. This sounds dangerous. The way that it just opened up, it just reminded me of like Resident Evil. How dangerous that felt. The hell? Wait. Okay. So, I guess that's a teaser for the next one, right? Okay. Well, since I know that there is like a second Danganronpa game, I'm very interested in checking that one out. But then again, there are like other Danganronpa type projects that I've been that have been mentioned to me and are recommended to me, and I might put a poll as like a community post to ask people if they want to see Danganronpa 2, even though Danganronpa 2 is actually getting a remake sometime next year at least. And I've been recommended to like play the original, so I mean that is what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm gonna put up a poll whether people want to like see Danganronpa 2 next, or well, I mean one of the projects isn't actually finished yet, because as far as I'm aware, like I think there's like 2 chapters. Well, there's chapter 1 and there's like the prologue. So I might do like 2 side by side, like because one's complete but one isn't complete. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like a thing on it, but so far, all I can really say about this is, I will admit, like I said during the Clash trial, I did kind of nod off a little bit when Junko came into action, because my only confusion is, did Monokuma just, I don't know, transform into Junko? Or like where did Junko even come from? That's what's really bothering me, because you think that Junko would be in the control room controlling, as we saw, but yet she just spawned into action, and that just kind of threw me off completely. Now, have I enjoyed this? I mean, absolutely. Because whilst the writing has been a bit hit or miss throughout the entirety of the game, the vibe of it was somewhat consistent, and because the vibe of it was consistent, I really liked it, and it felt like there was a consistent amount of momentum going on. Like you kind of knew what you was doing in a way, and like, there was. Okay, sometimes I did get a little bit annoyed that the game is forcing me to do some things, but then I'm glad that the game is forcing me to do some things, because one, I do like to explore around, but on the other hand, I don't want to be hopelessly lost, so it does have a great balance there within like the gameplay. But yeah, with like the characters, I love how we spent so much time with like Kako, Hiro, Hina, and unfortunately with Takawa back earlier. I was hoping that they would just like be gone. I guess it was alright in the end. Oh, this has been a journey though. Now normally when I'm super attached to a game, seeing the end, I would get like super emotional about it, because like that was such a great time. But because there were just aspects of the game that I enjoyed more so than other aspects, I haven't felt too attached to the game, if you know what I mean. We don't have like a post-credit. Oh, okay. So, someone taking over, right?
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
So yeah, that is getting ready for the second game. Save. yeah. Okay, and that's the end of the game. It does feel surreal that it is the end, but that was Danganronpa, everybody. And in a way, I was slightly kind of rushing to get through it just to like get to the end. I don't know if you could tell that during the Clash trial, like I was just, you know, getting through the dialogue. I wasn't saying much because, well, there's not really much for me to say. I've said everything that I needed to sort of say during the Clash trial, so I was just getting through the dialogue. And I might slow down a little bit when it comes to the second game, because that is the general consensus of the second game is that it is more widely liked than this one. I'm not sure about the third game. If I do decide to play the third game, I might just do it on like my second channel, where like I will play through it, but not like well, I'll see, because like I'm mostly looking forward to the second game, as yeah, people have like, I wouldn't say praised it, but praised it more than this game. So I started playing this at the same-ish time of me playing Your Turn to Die, and I am still way off of completing what is currently Your Turn to Die, because technically it's not actually complete yet. But I finished this before that. And I find it so funny how I finished this one, which is a 26-hour game apparently. Well, 24. I think online it says about 24-hour game, and yet Your Turn to Die is like a 14-hour game, and yet I've still not even completed whatever there is of that. And that boggles my mind how Your Turn to Die is shorter than this, yet this one feels shorter than that. It makes no sense. But anyway, okay everyone, so I know that it is pretty much literally like the end of the video of Danganronpa's final episode, but because there is different endings, I thought, you know what, because it's the final episode of Danganronpa, why not just have a look at what the other endings are like. Well, I only know that one of the routes that I'm gonna take has like an ending. I don't know if the other one has an ending, but we'll see. But here we have, we're on chapter 6, where I think Junko's about to be revealed, so...
The one thing common to every single
I can't see her face. So yeah, I think this is where she's about to be revealed.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
So this is the thing that I was expecting. So we went for no thanks before, so plus okay.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? It's been so long since. Anyway,
wait, is it
was like I was. Huh?
It's just literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. I genuinely thought that it would go in a different direction. I didn't realize that it doesn't even matter what option you picked. It goes for the same. Damn. So here is the next one. So obviously for it to progress on the story, you have to do Let It Go. I originally went to pursue the lie because I wanted to know what the lie was. First of all, what's run away? I don't even know what run away means. No, running away isn't going to solve anything, I have to say. Okay, you know what? I thought I'd try that anyway. Alright, let's pursue the lie and actually see where this goes. So we've got Kayako's account. I don't think we actually solved this.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya.
Can we like absorb that?
There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten
We should try this. I tried it.
So I couldn't possibly.
I suppose we could like try on here. Ah. I never actually did this, so I don't know where this is gonna go.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monica. Oh yeah, of course. I could have thought about that, but I didn't. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Do I even know what that looks like? I don't think I even know what that looks like.
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing—
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost.
Okay.
That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't, Kyoko? You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up! Huh? I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there a—
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out!
Wait, so who's gonna get voted this time?
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Do I still get voted out? Or does Kako get voted
But
this
I
time?
guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
I feel like because there's like doubt on Kako's side, I feel like she's gonna get voted out, right? Right, yeah. Damn. Sorry about this, Kako. I want to see how this turns out, though. Good job. You got it right. Brilliantly right. So, it's so weird how it's right for Makoto in chapter 5, but it's also right for Kako as well. It's weird. We got it right? Does that mean Kako really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole clash trial. Kako!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
I mean, it says extra special, not very special, like you was. I've prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got!
Actually, what is this one gonna be like? Not that I want to see Kako, like, killed, obviously, but... Oh, she's back in... Ah! This is a little bit similar to Wait. This is literally... Wait. Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? So wait, Makoto's and Kako's have virtually the same... death? Wait, okay, so this is like pretty much identical to Makoto's death, but why? Why are they like the same? I wasn't expecting it to be different. Why are they the same? Okay, I'm not complaining. Obviously, I'm not actually complaining. I'm just like, why? It's such a surprise. Oh, but in this case, Kako survived. Makoto survived. What? Unless Kako had a hand in alter ego, and that's how the clash trial of Mikuro Ekusaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kako was actually innocent or not. Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mikuro's clash trial. And in the end it would prove to be our last... Somehow that proved to be our last clash trial. But yet, Chapter 6 has the last clash trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at home. So, because Kako died, no more murders happen, no more crash trials happen. When I die, well, okay, technically I didn't actually die, but we had to obtain peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. You know what, this is a nice ending, but technically it's a bad ending. Peace, but only inside the school. I mean, look at us, look at Hero, he looks like all changed, but then again, are you joking me? Look at Byakuya with a smile. I've never seen that in my entire life. So yeah, you can tell this is not real. Oh my god, I think out of everything in this game, this has made me like laugh to get. I'm so glad I actually went back to like try this out in the same video, of course. But oh my goodness me, this is golden. This is golden. And Toko in a picture. Wait, did she? I'm guessing that she died because that's why she's not. And wait, hang on. Wait. Did Makoto and Hina? I mean, okay, in a way that I guess that makes somewhat of sense, because Hina was close to Sakura, but then she died, and Makoto was also pretty close with Kako, and now she's dead. So I guess the only thing that makes sense is for those two. Do you know what? It's an interesting angle to go towards, I will say. And look at the kids. Oh my god. I mean, obviously, one of them looks like Makoto, and one of them looks like it's a blend of Makoto and Hina. I just realized the other kid looks like Hiro. I can't take it. I genuinely was not expecting this type of ending. I was okay. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Huh?
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to. Do I expose Kako's lying or not? She's no longer have to think about this very carefully. What I'll do. Wait. So it technically doesn't even goes to like an actual ending. It just goes towards a route. What the fuck just happened? You know what? Now that I've experienced that, I feel a little bit more complete about moving on to another Danganronpa game, and I suppose like doing that has also just like made me realize that, well, not really realize it because I already had it in mind, that I love this game. Despite the writing being a bit haywire in places, I love this game so much. Like, the characters, albeit some of them were, one, kind of underutilized, two, kind of wasted a little bit, but the characters were mattered, like really mattered, and like, you could even tell, like, when I was actually getting towards the actual end, that I was feeling quite emotional about it, because, I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure that we won't be able to, we won't be seeing these characters in like a future game. Not that I'm upset about that, because it's all about headcanon, right? Well, it's all about like it's all about the imagination, and because you're already attached to these characters, you just you assume a world in which they live in, and either as dark or as happy is completely up to the viewer's interpretation on what happens. And one thing I don't really like about like media is when you constantly keep on like making content around these people because of like the public's incessant need of seeing more content around these characters, when you don't really need, you can create your own sort of stories around these characters if you want to. You don't really need like the developers to create content around these characters. And when I see like games being milked because of like the characters and like creating more content around the characters, it makes me question what purpose does this serve, or what benefit comes out of this. And I'm not saying that what I just played made me realize that. I've always had this sort of thought when it comes to games in general, and how many games are in a series, in a franchise, and even when the characters sort of like carry over. Now I think every Danganronpa game has like different characters, so it's like an anthology, but it's also within the same universe, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's like a different thing each time, but carrying over the same sort of plot threads. So that's why I am like looking forward to Danganronpa, the second one. I would be like a little bit upset that we won't be actually seeing the characters from the first one, but I am interested to see what the new characters are like. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Finally, I'll see you guys next time for more Danganronpa. Peace out.